Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Speed Force Racing today, as we are coming to you live at the Monza Grand Prix, or the Italian Grand Prix, or what do you want to call it, because we've got two, which is Imola, but we're going to call this the Italian Grand Prix because that's his formal name. I am your host this evening, S17 Oliver, back again after a week's absence, which is due to the fact I had to do other commitments. But thanks to my good friend, this in the comms booth with me, Tiger Booker, who actually streamed the race as well. Welcome back, Tiger. I'm glad to be mainstream once again, but thank you once again for covering me last night. I was very, very short notice, but thank you for doing that. You're an absolute legend.
Yeah, no problem doing that, to be fair. Glad to be back, and not only am I back, I'm also on a permanent basis in the comms booth, providing work like to me.
Exactly, we're not leaving each other alone at this rate. You're a permanent co-cons for me. You're a permanent Div 2 driver as well in my division, so you're not leaving. You're literally not leaving me alone, to say the least. You always give me a massive headache.
Who's out first? Mitch Deer is out first.
Yep, got him on Mitra Deer. So I didn't watch the Singapore Grand Prix, but you can probably tell how it went. So how did Singapore go? Because I literally couldn't watch any of last week's race, because I was out to other commitments.
I mean, Singapore, most of the race was a bit boring, to be fair, but Energy Dan and Wiggles were doing an excellent strategy of just looking after their tyres and swapping, because there was rain inbound towards the end and they were both on hards, so they both got a podium because of their excellent strategy calls.
Right, so
but also
yep,
I think the debut on Singapore last week, don't think he's here. Need to check who he is. But we do also have a debut with us as well, which is James Killer with us tonight.
Yeah, he is debuting in the Williams tonight as well. So Mitchell Deere is currently on his flying lap in the Haas. He's going right round to our Curva Grande, going towards the next chicane, going towards at the Della Froggia. I want to call his name. Yep, Della Froggia, the chicane. Bang, hits the first curb. A little bit shaky the first bit, rescues in the second. Now towards the two right-handers coming up. The two Lesmos, they call them. Nicely run out wide and into the second Lesmo. Nicely done. Kisses the curb on the inside. Beautifully worked. He's got an RB right in front of him, so you can make that a slipstream. Beautifully honest to gain a little bit of speed. Now, of course, the Ascari fast left right chicane and swings to another right. Now turns early for the second. Now swings early for the final. Beautifully, neatly done there from Mitra Deer. Nice and neat and tidy. Now goes towards the final turn, which is the Parabolica. This corner is an absolute killer if you get it wrong, because if you get it wrong, you are nothing but spinning, or you're going to just go lose time. But here we go, Mitra Deer, nice and easy time for Parabolica. He sets the benchmark of a 120.0. The track is going to rubber in, mind, so those times will come down very shortly.
The other thing which drivers have to be careful of is the tight chicane right here at turn 1 and 2, especially at the start of the race. Is going to be hectic.
You are not wrong there. So we also got Keisa there at the moment. We got another driver debut tonight is TTV Just Spider. So Just Spider is making his debut tonight as well in the Aston Martin. So good luck for him tonight. Energy Dan has put himself into second of a 120.1. He also
Keith is invalidated.
Yep, he has indeed.
Ooh.
So. Yeah, what's up?
Almost contact between Keiths and an Aston Martin, as an Aston Martin is on a flying lap of Ronnie.
So I was just looking at Abdallah Man. Welcome. I haven't shouted his name out in a couple of weeks, but welcome back, Abdallah Man. I know he raced last week in Singapore, but here we go. Abdallah Man has got a nice exit out of the Lesmos. He's got a nice looking slipstream of the McLaren right in front of him. Beautifully worked there from Abdallah Man. Abdallah Man now coming to the chicane of Ascari. Nice and neat and tidy from Abdallah Man. Beautifully driven. Here we go, now down this long back straight. Also, another thing as well, Tiger, this is could be a major factor here, the Grand Prix, is the ERS. It's going to be so
yeah.
difficult to manage around here.
I mean, in qualifying, I've seen quite a few drivers, they haven't run out of ERS during their lap. So, depends which drivers can manage it to perfection.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be an absolute killer on the DRS, especially the race as well, because if you're in that DRS trade, it's going to be fine, but if you're leading it, it's going to be very, very tricky to manage.
Yeah.
So we've got the times, our early times from Richard Deere leads from Energy Dan, from Ellie. Good work from Ellie in the McLaren, his teammate at the moment of Scanny, doing a very good job at the moment, just pounding around the racetrack at the moment. We also got...
DXT Matty.
Yeah, Matty, he's on a lap. So where's Matty at the moment? I'm surprised, is anyone going to go for the tow run here? Because that's another factor as well. Is anyone going to be towing? Cassidy. 19.6. Good lap there for Cassidy. The Scotsman put it down his benchmark time. And it was an absolute belter as well. 4/10 quicker than Mid-Trend Deer. Absolute stonker of a lap there from Cassidy. Can his teammate match it? That was Keith just go across the line. Good luck to P5. So Mercedes 3 and 5. We got Matty coming around the final corner. But as we got more cars going around, that was Scanny going up into P8. Because Matty into P11. Not close to his teammate, but it's a good benchmark.
And we've got just Spider just coming out onto his outlap.
Also James Killer.
See James also coming out.
Of course, you're not going to be racing on tomorrow, which is a bit of a shame. You've got other commitments, which is a shame. If you're going to this race tomorrow, if you were literally in this race tomorrow, what would you have done in terms of strategy? What would you sit behind the drivers, build the DRS and wait for a later attack, or would you absolutely go for it in the first few corners?
Honestly, it depends what everybody's dying on tyre-wise. If everybody's on hards, I might go into mediums and just push and get a decent enough gap to actually join back in the midfield after my pit stop.
So Spider now is about to cross the line, starting his flying lap in the Aston Martin. This first into the first chicane, which will be an absolute crucial part at the start because it's going to be all bunched up, tight, twist, and it also could be very congested. That's interesting there. Ronnie and Spider not going to be doing the tow. Maybe hopefully on the second run they can. Right, Spider go towards the next chicane coming now, the second one.
Purple sector 1 now. So
good.
Going quicker than Cassidy.
Good start for Spider. Good start. Let's see how he develops over the lap into the Lesmos. Not doing too bad at the moment. Not doing too bad. So Spider now.
Speaking of Ronnie though, he can go quicker because I think Keith sort of got in his way on his first flying lap, so he can definitely go quicker if nobody gets in his way.
That is true. That is very, very true. Speaking of Division 2 tomorrow, have you got any early predictions?
I honestly don't know. It depends all on the setup.
Is it going to be...
Well,
are you thinking of Burmeister? Are you thinking of Yousev? Or are you thinking...
I mean, it's quite close between them two, isn't it?
That is very true. Spider comes across the line, P12. Good luck there for Spider. Chase Killer's on the lap in the Williams. And hey, look, he's getting a toe off the Haas. Hello, he's getting a toe off the Haas. He had a good toe as well on the Haas as well. I think that's Probelli, it is. Probelli's on a flyer. 7/10 quicker than his previous, so Probelli's going right at the table in a minute. Here comes Probelli. Round the final corner. He's got the grip of the tyres he's going to have now. Here he comes, Probelli. Is he going to be in the top 6, I wonder? Yes, he is. Yeah. Good luck there for Probelli. Much more improved than his previous.
But as you saw, his deploy usage went to 0. Bang on the start-finish line. And Probelli cutting both corners of turn 1 and 2 to get out of the way.
Well, he's got to, isn't he? You don't want to interrupt anyone else, isn't he? Right, now it's game on.
Ronnie coming up to the last right swooping and corner.
That's Parabolica. We got a couple of comments in. That is Louis. Good evening to you, Louis. And Daniel said, I'm going with Ellie to win this one, says Daniel.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Ellie's been doing this, but she's on good form recently.
Pit lane.
Okay. No problems for Roddy. Mitra Deer 2/10 up. He's just, I think he's backing off. Yeah, he is. So Mitra Deer is warming up for his lap.
Just Spider starting another flying lap.
I'm running on board with Ellie. See how she's getting on. The girl in 4th place. Only a 10th slower than Dan on her first lap. Hey. The McLarens are behind each other. Oh, why are you not towing each other? Perfect opportunity to do the tow. Oh, well. McLaren doing what McLaren does. Oh, nice and neat and tidy there from Ellie through the chicane. Very neat and tidy.
If I was Ellie in that situation, I would have stayed behind my teammate as long as I could have.
Because you got that less drag going down the down that right long curve of Grande. Less downforce means more speed.
Yep.
Well, the McLaren's doing their own thing. 2/10 quicker though. Ellie's purple second sector. Is Ellie gonna be going into the top 3? She's on a charge. Maybe it's a chance for Ellie to get herself into the top 3 and challenge Mitra Deer. Maybe. Dan's going to need to keep a close eye on this. Here comes Ellie now into the final couple of corners. The final corner, to say. Here goes Ellie down the main straight into Blanorna ERS, and she does go into 3rd. Ellie on a charge. Right then, now we're getting into business. Now, the McLarens, are they towing? Oh, no, they're not, because Scani has spun. Scani has spun on the...
on another lap. My old former teammate in Div 3.
Origlass is really missing you.
I bet he is.
It was funny, because 2 weeks ago, he literally was... Funny, just for 2 weeks ago, it was so funny due to the fact that the moment he got moved into Division 2, he was like, "Oh, I finally got a guy finally scoring points for the team." The moment that happens, he's in Division 2. Unluckies. Right, Dan on a flyer, Cassidy on a flyer.
Martin though, 3/10 up on his old time. 5/10 up.
Let's have a look at Martin.
He's invalidated.
That's unlucky there for Martin. Where's Cassidy? Go through. She is. Cassidy would have been wide in the front of the Roger chicane. Dan 4/10 up in the 1st sector. This is a good start from Dan. Dan now into the Lesmos. Nice and neat and tidy. Dan down this long back straight now into the 2nd DRS zone. Now towards the Ascari. What's his second time's going to be? It's 2/10 quicker, so he's lost 2/10 in the middle sector. He's got all that work to do now down his back straight. Is Dan going to put himself back into the top 3 where Ellie replaced him?
We could see him try to push for P2 directly behind Cassidy. With Monza, with the first 2 corners, you either want to start at the front or at the back.
Dan is into 3rd. Cassidy improved his time, even though he made a mistake in the fellow de Roger chicane. He's actually putting up the pace here. Here comes Keys, and he stays in 5th.
He actually got a toe off Energy Dan, which actually helped him on his lap.
Ah, there you go. Cassidy with a mind games there. Good word there for Cassidy. Now, is that Ronnie starting a lap? It is. Now, if I was Mercedes, being 3rd and 5th at the moment, this is a very good thing for the team strategy to work here, because you got your teammate right in front and the back. So is that going to come into play as well in Monza? Because it's all about team play today at this racetrack, because all the ERS deployment is always has been around here. Ronnie 2/10 up in that 1st sector, doing a good job in the Aston. So Ronnie now go towards the Lesmos. The track grip is getting higher, so the track will finally come to the drivers in the final couple of minutes. So the drivers now coming out to the pits now. We're just waiting to see how it all plays out now in the final standings. Ronnie now taking a weird line there for this back straight.
Yeah, but 410's up though because of that line.
He's got a lot of ERS deployment as well in his department as well. So Ronnie can use dumping all down this main straight.
Yeah. Or through this long right-hand corner.
Into the parabolica. Here comes Ronnie. Now he dumps the ERS. Now he loses the power. Here comes Ronnie. He's going up in third. Ronnie. Well. Ronnie put himself into mix. Who else is on a lap? Probelli's on a lap.
Keith is also on a lap. I'm going to go on board with him.
Ronnie's on board with... I'm just with Probelli. He's 2/10 up in that first sector. Probelli now go towards the second part. Probelli nicely done through the Ascari. He's got his teammate right in front of him to give him the tow. This is Probelli and Mitrandia having a little bit of teamwork. This is the first time we have seen this. Probelli has gone past Mitrandia with the tow effect, so he's got a bit more speed out of this. Here comes Probelli now to crowds across the line, taking a nice wide line there. Here comes Probelli up into 6th place. Good work from him from there.
I'm on board with Halfo at the moment.
Scunny is on a flying lap now, right behind his mate, which is Ellie. Abdullah has just started his flying lap as well. James Killer on a flyer. Where is Ellie? Oh, Ellie's on a flyer. I do apologise. It was actually Ellie's on a flyer. Scanny's on an out lap. So that's a bit of a mistake on my part. Mitra Deer's also on a flyer.
I think the people who have just came out, I don't think they might have enough time to get around.
I think they do.
No, I'm mistaken. Where's Dan? Dan might only just make it.
Right, here comes Ellie. 29 seconds to go to the end of the qualifying session. Here comes Ellie. Will she replace Dan? Oh, she's backed out. Oh, she's going to go again. She's going to go again. So Ellie's going to go again. So Ellie's now flying now. Where's Abdallah? Where's Abdallah? There's Abdallah, man. Right behind.
Abdallah, man.
Oh. Abdallah, man.
Made DRS train here.
We have indeed, to say the least.
But Dan doesn't make it over in time for another lap.
Oh, Dan doesn't make it. Cassidy doesn't make it. Mitra Deer, though, is on a flyer. He's just made it. So Mitra Deer, is he on his flying lap? It can't be. No, it can't be. Ellie's on a flyer, though. Right. Here we go. McLaren's, Ellie, Scanny, they're on a flyer.
I don't think she's got enough fuel to complete this. She's on 0.6. So.
Oh, it's giving the total to Scanny. Scanny's got purple in that second sector. This is looking good for Scanny. So we got Cassidy, Mitchell, Deer, Ronnie, Dan, Ellie, Stank, Probelli, Keith, Wiggles, Halvor, Abdalaman. Scanny is literally going to improve his time, but by how much, I wonder? We got Spider, Matty, Martin, Origlass, and James Killer.
The top 6.
Let's see if it is. No, it's P9. Top 9 for the Scanny. So that is qualifying pretty much all and dusted. We're just waiting for Origlass to come through. P14. So he makes 2 places there. Replaces Matty. So that is qualifying all set and dusted. Cassidy gets pole with a 1 minute 19.3 on his second run. That is Cassidy pole. Right, we've got the final race results. Cassidy, Mitrandia, Ronnie, Dan, Ellie, Stank, Probelli, Keith, Scanny, Mr. Wiggles, Halvor, Abdalaman, Just Spider, Origlass, Matty, Martin, and James Killer rounds up the top 17 here in Monza. Right, we're into the race now. This is where it can be won or lost. It could be anything but a win or loss. Right, Tiger, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking everybody should take it easy through turn 1 and 2, so they don't get any damage. But knowing Div 3, oh! This is not like Monza to get in.
Hey, now we got a little spanner in the mix. Oh, I'm going to like this now. I'm going to very much like this now. I like it, like it, like it.
Everybody on dry cells as well. This is going to be interesting.
Well, mind you, they had the weather forecast before the race, but we know what the weather system's like in this game, especially on the monitor. It's a load of rubbish, to say the least.
It depends if the rain is here to stay for the full 27 laps.
True, very, very true. But I'll go look at the classified standings real quick, because I'm going to have a look what's going on in Division 3. I haven't really much kept track of the championship, which is the main focus here.
I mean, I don't have access to it. I would have told you last week, but, you know.
It's a surprise. Oh, close though. Preveli's leading by 5 points from Energy Dan. Presently, he's now moved up in Division 2 now. So Mr. Wiggles is now replaced President Elite with 114 points. Halvor 103. Cassidy 97. Stank 91. A point ahead of Scanny, whose Mitra Deer is 73. Not been a great season for Mitra Deer, to be honest, for him. It's been one of his weakest seasons. Ellie 71, she's 2 points behind. Ronnie 68, Origlas 58, Mad G 53, Abdallah 52. He's been absent for a few weeks, but he's getting back into it now. Shaggy on 13, and then we got Gomar Gaming on 9, and then we got Martin Matty on 00. We also got Mercedes leading by 211 points as well.
Jesus.
And Haas on 198, 4 points ahead of Sauber. And then there's McLaren in 468, who's a point ahead of Ferrari. So 4th and 5th are very, very close, to say the least. We got Williams on 125, Red Bull 119, Visa RB 114, Aston Martin 81, and Alpine on 73.
So, looking at the standings, Energy Dan needs a good result and just has to hope and pray Pribelli falls down the grid enough to overtake him in the championship standings.
So right now the championship at the moment is between Dan and the reigning world champion Pribelli, who is defending his title. I wonder what tyres they're on. Oh yeah, what a surprise this is. Right, so this is going to be a fun one. We didn't know there's rain coming. We got rain. I suppose drivers have made tweaks to the setups now, running a little bit higher downforce.
But you can only change the front wing and park friendly regulation stuff.
That's the only thing they can do, isn't it? I think a little tweak in the front wing should help them in the long run. Right. Since we've got no DRS, that means ERS is going to be even more crucial. If you was, I don't know, let's say Ronnie, for example. If you was Ronnie, what would you do in this situation? Because you're third. What would you do in terms of ERS?
I would honestly save it. As obviously attack so you don't lose track position, but you know, it's everybody's preference.
And I think as well, Tiger. So we're in the rain. The start is going to be even more chaotic as well since we're in the rain.
Yep. It's going to be slippy because there's no racing line at the moment.
I mean,
so
nothing.
There's no racing line at all. But as the race goes on, there will be a dry racing line. And
it depends if the rain dies up.
Disqualified from the formation lap.
Touchy.
What's happened there?
Touchy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Ellie likes a bit of Dan's Mercedes, I don't know. Touchy. Right, so the drivers are lining up now. So Dan and Ellie are going to be on coldish tyres, to say the least. So their start's going to be about compromised. Ronnie went over his mark, so 3rd, 4th and 5th, I got problems at the start. This is going to be very interesting to find out.
Ronnie does have warmer tyres than Energy Dan and Ellie, though. So.
Can we also appreciate as well, since we're at Monza, we can actually look at the cars at the actual start.
Oh, yeah.
Right, here we go. To 5 red lights here at the Italian Grand Prix. Here at Monza, it's going to be slippery. It's going to be dangerous. Turn 1 is going to be interesting as off we go. And Cassidy has gone off like an absolute rocket at the front. Dan has actually gone up into 3rd. Beautiful start from him. Oh, and the Sauber's gone off. Oh, no, my word. There's so many cars that have gone off. The Sauber's gone off.
10-second time penalty.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. So loads of cars went off. It did say it's going to be chaotic. Dan has got a 10-second time penalty. So has Ronnie. What on earth happened there? What an absolute conker of a start. But that was not even conker. It's more like I don't know, like a Formula 1 traffic jam or a parking jam.
10-second time penalty for corner going seems a bit harsh.
I think there's going to be appeals.
That seems a bit harsh.
It does seem a bit steep.
Turn 1.
Right, Dan has got right now. Dan wants to keep the championship fight alive. He's got to make this work for him. He's got to push down.
Cassidy's 1.1 ahead already.
He's already put the advantage out on the start, which is fantastic for Cassidy. So Cassidy now leads 1.3. Ahead of Energy Dan, who's behind Mitradia, who's 6 tenths behind. We got Spider and Ellie as fighting. Abdullah man,
if anyone else actually got damage after that start.
I was about to say the same thing myself, to say the least. Also, can I also remember one thing as well? I remember back in Mexico when Abdullah man pulled off an absolute wizard strategy and finished in the top 5. So Abdullah man, one to watch here in the tricky conditions. We've got the Haas upper belly running deep. Glass up there in the top 11. He had a fantastic start.
Side by side in turn 1 and 2. And Spider and Ellie.
This is a close fight to the front. We got Halvor trying to pressurize Ronnie. We got the RB of Martin, and we're going to pressurize James Killer. James Killer on the outside. James Killer's been forced off the track. He's now gone down into last. And we've still got Ellie and Spider literally webbing it out with each other. Yep, I said it. And Ellie's destroyed the web of Spider. Those 8 legs of him's not going to grab onto Ellie anytime soon. You also got
1.6 ahead.
Down the inside, Halvor on the inside of Ronnie. Nothing can do. Mr. Wiggles is waiting as well. Oh, it's right down the inside, Mr. Wiggles in a Ascari. What a brave move from Mr. Wiggles. But he's not going to get the drive he wants, and he's going to stay behind for now. What a chaotic start to this race.
And I went through every single driver, and I think nobody suffered any front wing damage, luckily.
Hopefully not. Mr. Wiggles now on Halvor, gets the move done. So nicely done from Mr. Wiggles. Cassie leads for 1.3. 1.0, and who's Mitchell is head by Dan, but only by 1.0 seconds. Keith looks like he's the faster Mercedes at the moment, behind Dan, 5 tenths of a second. We also got Halvor trying to overtake the Ferrari of Mr. Wiggles. Nothing he could do there. Melissa said the rain is back. Come on, Keith. Yep, Keith's in a prize spot here. So the husband is doing very well at the moment, doing a very good race at the moment.
But I think with Energy down with his 10-second time penalty, I think he will be appealing that after tonight's race.
Yeah, I got strong feelings going to appeal. Oh, Mr. Wiggles late on the brakes, later than Ronnie. What a move that is around the outside for Mr. Wiggles. He's having a flyer.
But you can see the racing line is starting to set in around this track.
Can we also say as well that Matty up 6 positions of the moment? Oh, we've got a little scrap going on. That is between Abdullahman and scanning. Abdallah up into 11th place now. Mitra Dia is making up the fastest lap. No more. Dan's got it. Nope, Mr. Wiggles has got it. Track's starting to warm up now. The grip's going to go up.
But also the rain is actually stopping, I think. Or is that just me? I don't know.
The rain is still here. Oh, Mr. Wiggles has gone too deep. Mr. Wiggles has gone too deep. And here comes Halvor down the outside and got the inside of the turn and gets the move done. Hello to you too, Indigo. Oliver and Tiger Booker. Thank you, Indigo, for your kind words.
I think Cassidy's also made a mistake somewhere because the gap was 1.7 and now it's gone down to 1.0.
That is true. Let's have a look at this fight for the lead. It has gone under a second, so Cassidy has made a mistake. He's lost what? A lot of time, to say the least.
Like 9/10 or something like that.
Now, this would be good news for... Oh, thanks, Indigo. Always here to support you. You hear that? Indigo said he's supporting us. Bless him. Thanks, Indigo. Right. This is going to be... let's just say it's going to be a very interesting fight for the top two, because if they lose time here, the two Mercedes will be pushing each other. Mr. Wiggles and Halvor are still fighting, by the way. Scrubbing around with each other. Thanks for supporting me, says Daniel. Oh, we let you down. We love you, mate. Mitra did another fastest lap. It's got the gap. It's coming down now. 6/10, 5/10. In down towards 4 and wonder. Oh, Cassidy struggling on one in these early stages.
I know why, Cassidy. If you've got your telemetry up, you can see his fuel light is going yellow. So I think he has underfueled his car.
He has.
Also fuel saving.
Right, thank you for that, Tiger. So that is very interesting to find out. So this is what's the Mercedes going to do, because the thing is they're close to each other as well. Are they waiting for the top two to fight and then they'll pounce, or they're going to just like themselves? Surely they got to big slide there from Energy down. That was like a rally car type drift. And we all know about that, Tiger.
He almost lost control of his car.
I'm a caring person, says Jamie. Yeah, you are, definitely. Right. So, we've got two fights at the front. Abdullah is up into 10th. Abdullah into 10th.
Cassidy goes wide as well.
Let's go back to the front.
Which makes Madrid catch up and possibly overtaking.
Main straight is going to be crucial for Mitrandir. This will help out his teammate Fabelli in the championship, because he does not want Energy Dan anywhere near that top three. But let's have a look at this point here. This is it. Keith, fastest lap of the race, faster than Dan. Mitrandir down the inside. Gets the lead away from Cassidy, and Mitrandir gets the lead away from Cassidy. Cassidy's going to fight back now, but Mitrandir's got that defensive line and gets the move done. But
this could be good for Cassidy though, if he stays behind.
Side by side between Mitrandir. But look at that, Cassidy gets the drive on Mitrandir though. Can he get him around the outside? Can Cassidy do it? Yes, he can. And Cassidy gets back into the lead. The Scotsman is not having none of this. Phenomenal racing.
If I was him, I would have stayed behind and actually fuel saved for a few laps.
So Mitrandir's got to wait it out once more. Needed that drink of water. Right. Now look at this. The two Mercedes are now closing in on the top two. Dan and Keith are in this fight. It could also count as Stank as well. He's just there. The midfield fight is getting really close, with Abdallah closing in on Pabelli. 3/10 between those two guys. We've got two fights going on. The fight for the top and the fight in the midfield at the moment, which is great to see.
Yeah, Ronnie seems to be struggling since the first lap at turn 1. I wonder if he's got any side pod damage.
It was a chaotic start, to say the least. Poor Ellie got absolutely shafted at the start. Nothing that she couldn't do. And now we've got a 5-car fight for the lead. Stag is now touching distance of that one under the second zone. You just wait till that DRS light comes, the DRS notification comes, that you know these drivers are going to be pushing even more harder.
Yeah, as soon as they see that text message come up at the top of their screen, everyone will be diving into the pit lanes for possibly the medium compound tyre to go to the end, depending on what lap the rain stops. If it does stop, that is.
It depends when and where. What has happened to Haas this season? Well, I don't know. It's been a major fight for the Haas team, to say the least, to be fair, Jimmy. Look at Mitch Radir. He's got an absolute belter of a drive down out of Ascari. He's going right down the outside of Cassidy. Now, is a smart move, because Cassidy can now have a run at Mitch Radir now. As Abdulrahman moves up into 9th place with a wonderful move on Probelli, the world champion, where Probelli gets all over the show. Cassidy, goes even more closer to Mitch Radir. So Abdulrahman excelling in the tricky conditions. Probelli and Scali, what's this going on in the midfield? Oh my goodness, we've got a 3-car fight down in the midfield with Scani, Probelli, and Abdulrahman. Scani overtakes the both of them. Brilliant work there for Scani.
But if I was Cassidy in this situation and I'm knowing that I've underfueled my car, I would stick with Merchant and stay behind him and fuel save. Because towards the end of the race, he's going to be in a sticky situation.
Now, what do you do if you energy down? He's got to push, and he's got that 10-second time penalty, because who knows? Yes, he's going to appeal it, but what if it doesn't get appealed? If his appeal doesn't go his way, does he need to push on?
Yeah, he will need to push on if he wants to get a good result.
Because he can pull points on Probelli here in the championship, because Probelli's all the way down to... Oh, Cassidy's off! Cassidy's off! Oh. Cassidy's off! Cassidy is off! He made a mistake out of Ascari, and Cassidy is now falling down to 6th. Oh, this has blown this race wide open, and the Mercedes are now 2 and 3. This is unbelievable.
The race up to energy done. He could probably close the gap and possibly overtake.
Oh my word, what a mistake for the Red Bull driver. Cassidy making mistakes there. That's so unwise of him. That's unlike him. Unbelievable scenes. And now the Mercedes, oh my god, they are literally in big positions here, because not only they're leading the championship in the drivers, but they also leading the constructors. So right now, Mercedes are absolutely in a prime position to extend that championship lead even further. What's going on with Mr. Wiggles?
I'm just wondering the same thing. I wonder if the settings are actually right. Because he also got a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Daniel said... Sorry, Daniel Electric Dan said it's the Scottish fumble.
Oh my god.
The savagery is unreal. Right, I want to have a look at this fight in the midfield, because this midfield fight... Look at this fight in the midfield, by the way, Tiger. It's absolutely nose to tail of cars. You got...
But the rain does look like it's getting lighter, though. Like, really light.
Definitely. You're not wrong there. So we got Halvor, Cassidy, Matty, Scani...
The track
pulling
is
away.
The track is getting quicker.
Here we go. Red Bulls. Cassidy, Matty. And we got... Oh, Scani on the... You would not dare. You would not dare. Oh, Dalaman doing around the inside as well. We got contact. I think that's between the two Red Bulls. Oh, Dalaman tried to go around the outside of Babelli. Didn't go for it. Scani gets the drive, though. He's trying to go around the outside of Matty. Gets the move done. That is a position gained. Cassidy gains the position as well. Scani is pressurising Cassidy. Oh my word. The McLaren is pressurising the Red Bull, just like they have to this upcoming season, to say the least. By the way, it's F1 week this week. Welcome back to F1 race week. Can't wait. So, oh, Matty, too aggressive with the curb, and now he's going to lose in time. And also, it's closed underneath the second on Mitra Diaz. Now 7-10, so that's out of Dalaman. Can he get this move done on Matty? No, he's going to step behind him.
Oh, and Roy drifts through a corner like you would do in a rally car.
Oh, he's been hit by Ellie. He's been hit by Ellie. Oh, that's such a shame. That is so unfortunate. The Joint Special Operations Crew say, go on, Jay-Z, get the finger root.
Mr. Wiggles? Another 10-second tap penalty.
Cassidy has got a 10-second tap penalty. Mr. Wiggles is retired. He's had enough. So
but Cassidy going onto the hard tyres very early.
Right, can you keep an eye on those gaps, please, Tiger? Because that is going to be so crucial in the next part of this race.
But it's still raining, though, and he instantly loses control on the pit lane exit.
Yeah, keep an eye on Cassidy, please. That would be so interesting to see how that goes. Mr. Wiggles has literally just had enough.
Don't blame him, to be honest.
Right. Mercedes 2 and 3. Mitchell Deere. But this is the running order at the moment. Mitchell Deere's leading ahead of the two Mercs of Dan and Keys. Then you got the two Saubers of Stank and Halvor. Then you got Scanny. Then you got Probelli, Matty, Abdallaman. Marty's had a good race for Wayward in the start. We got Ellie, Origlass, James Killer, Spider, Cassidy. After a spin in the Scary in the before lap 9, I would say, the least. And then you got Ronnie in P16. Spider for unlimited for a time penalty for multiple warnings. It's Ellie and Scanny having a little look. He's made a position on Scanny.
Abdallaman. If Dan's 10-second time penalty, it would only drop him down to P4. It's still ahead of Probelli. Abdallaman's overtaking
Matty. Yeah, that is true, to be fair, Tiger. That's very, very true. Because you think about it, it's the gap between the gap to Halvor is quite an amount. Yeah, so it's not, if you keep extending the gap, it's got to only to go to around P4. So that's not too bad. But you know, knowing Dan, he's going to appeal that decision very, very heavily. Now, what's the gap like between Cassie and Spider? It's 12.2.
It was 11 seconds, but he has lost time since it is still raining and the track is still wet.
People in chat, 50 people if you're watching, was it a right decision for Cassidy to go onto the hard tyres now? Let us know, please. So, whilst this is going on, we got Scanny, Probelli, and Halvor. They're all fighting away. Abdallaman's 1.8 behind this group, so he's gaining up. 2.1 actually. Oh, Energy Dancing. Oh, what's happened to Mitra D? He spun. Mitra D spun in Parabolica. Mitra D spun. Dan and Keys have gone 1-2 in the Mercs. Holy shoot. So Mitra D is going to go into the pits now. This race is blown wide open for the Mercs again.
I wonder if Mitra D is going to go on the hard compound.
Oh my word, Tiger, what's going on? The Mercs having a dream day.
And yes, Mitra D does go on the hard compound as well. And a new front wing.
So, right now, Mercedes are 1-2, Sauber 3-4, Haas are in 5th after an unfortunate error for Mitra D. Abdallaman's up 7 now behind Scanny, who's in 6th.
But it has stopped. Has it stopped raining?
It's spitting. It's spitting. Right. This is the time now where it's going to be on the right tyre at the right time. It's coming towards that point in the race. When is the good time to stop? Ronnie fastest lap, 29.1, and he's currently in 60th place.
He
Right.
also gone on to fresh inters. I don't know if that's going to be the right call or not.
Okay, let's have a look at any more fights. We've got Babelli, Scani, and Halvor. We're also going to be very close to the DRS zone to being activated very, very shortly. We've got Babelli running wide. Scani's going to go right down the inside of this. Scani is using the ERS deployment on Halvor. He's going right around the outside of Halvor. Can he get the move done? He's going to be late on the brakes. It's Halvor later on the brakes. And that is Halvor defending his position well. But what about the drive out of this corner, though? What's the gap between Mitra Deer and Martin? It's 2.0. It was 2.1 originally, but we need to see how that comes down. We got Spider, Jay's Killer fighting. Martin and Killer. Killer later on the brakes. Switches back. Lewis is saying it could be lap 16 or 17 for the dries. That's an optional shout. That is very optional shout.
So Mitchell Day and Cassidy could be in a good position then, with going on hard compound tyres a few laps early. But who knows?
It's very close. Electric Dan saying it was too early, but he's not losing much time now, so it's definitely close to the crossover. Yeah, I totally agree. I think me and Tiger saying the same thing. Who is that making a mistake? We saw a yellow flag there.
Martin making a mistake.
I'm looking there for Martin.
But you see on your map though, the two Mercs are closing the gap onto Ronnie.
Mitra Deer is closing up to Martin, but Martin has made a mistake, so it's not really relative pace. As much Mitra Deer has overtaken Martin. So right now it's close. Who is going to make... Really, Mitra Deer and Cassidy sort of had to force a pit stop really because they both made errors. We were looking for a racing pit stop. When is the right time? When is the right time for these tyres to go? So we got Kat Scani, Halvor, Probelli fighting. We got Martin in 10 seconds. That's another factor as well, is this pit lane is so hard. Very, very, very hard to judge, this pit lane. Because it cut at such high speed, it's unreal.
Martin onto the mediums.
Martin going on the medium. I would have still gone on the hards, in my view. Right. So, at this moment in time, we're just waiting. So that was a racing pit stop as well from... that was a mistake for Martin? I think it was more of a mistake for Martin, because you did call it earlier. It was a mistake. Look at that Scania going onto the wet surface there. Keith is in the pits. Right, now Keith has called.
Let's see what tire he's going on.
Keith has called it mediums. So Keith is feeling confident. Right, now we're going to see how it's going to go now. Mitchell Deer's gap, 8.3, 8.2. Yeah, I feel about hitting the crossover. Oh, we're close enough because Mitchell Deer made a mistake there out of Ascari. So Keith comes out in 9th. Daniel said that Mitchell Deer is catching Jay's Killer. So yeah, I think I'd say it's about the right time. Scania Halvor are fighting. This is that main three. Dan's got to win this race in it, because if he's going to appeal to this 10-second penalty, he's got to win this race in it. It's got to be a must-win, surely.
He's only 4.6 ahead, but he does also have need to pit as well, because his rain is going to stop very soon.
Is it stopped? I think it stopped. Yeah, the rain has stopped. The rain has stopped.
I wonder if we'll see Energy Dan dive into the pit lane.
Well, let's go ball with Dan. Martin's gone back into the pits. Yeah, that's him finished. Yeah, Martin's gone. Dan's going to go around for one more. Stank now. What's he going to do? He's coming in. 60-17. Yep, he's called it. For people, Lewis Maverick calling it 60-17. He has called it. Well done, Lewis, on that call out. Big shout out to Lewis there. Big shout out. Right, now we're going to see how it's all going to play out. This race is going to turn on its head here. Oh, Tiger, this is going to be so interesting now, isn't it?
Yep. I think Martin's RB's come back out on the track as well.
It's all right. That's a normal thing, so don't worry. Stank, 3-second time penalty. Right, let's see what the gap is between Stank and Abdallah.
Gap between Energy Dan and Scanny is 12.3 at the moment.
That is true. Very, very true. So Abdullah Man is in this fight as well between Prebelli and Halvor. Ronnie's got his 10-second penalty for being in the pit lane. It is such a difficult pit lane, I'm not going to lie. Right, Dan, what are you going to do? Here it goes, round the final corner, Parabolica. This is going to be a crucial decision for Dan. Right, he is pitting. Yeah. So Keith is going towards Ascari.
So Stank and Keith will be in P1 and 2 provisionally because all the runners in front of them still have to pit. And
Abdallah stays out.
Serving his 10-second time penalty.
Oh no! Ah no! And then the tyres are changed. There's traffic as well. Oh, Keith is going to overtake the position if he's not going to be careful. Here comes Keith. It's going to be really close coming out the pit lane because Dan's exiting. Here comes Keith. There he is. Oh, Dan's made a mistake. And Keith's got into the provisional lead of this race. No, it's actually not. Stank's in the provisional lead of this race because he's undercut the both of them. Stank is in
the time penalty though.
So it's Keith. So Keith is actually the provisional leader of this Grand Prix. So is Keith going to get his first victory of the season, or is Dan going to catch him? And when is this bloody DRS going to activate?
I'm going to guess next lap, or towards the end of this lap.
Oh man, this race is turned on its head. Unbelievables.
But the track is still damp despite it stopping raining.
Nah, the edges are struggling out. I just seen Abdallah Man in the Ascari to chicane. He's really struggling out there. He's got to pit along with Scaddy.
Ooh! Scaddy almost into the wall, but actually saved it.
Abdallah Man, pit, please, for your own sake. No, don't go out to another lap, Abdallah Man, please. Oh, no. Oh, Abdallah Man's going to be suffering.
I think Ronnie, yeah.
That is it, yeah. So that's driver number 3 out of this race. Oh, big mistake there for Stagger. Case is going right past him, and Case has gone past him. Oh, Case has gone through, and so has Energy Dan. The Mercedes are going to be 1-2 again, because there goes Stag, and Stagger's got a little bit out of wobbling out of the pit lane, but Mercedes are 1-2 again provisionally. This has been a dream race for Mercedes.
I wonder if Keith will let his teammate pass to actually get the race fixed.
You really think Keith is going to let Energy Dan through?
You never know.
Michael Watson, Abdallah Man might pull a blinder with the gap on his previous position. Maybe. Oh, Mr. Diaz gone. Oh, the Haas driver's out. Oh my good golly. So is Abdallah Man going to actually undercut the Mercs? Is Abdallah Man going to undercut one of the Mercs at least? Because Abdallah Man could be around the top 5. He's in this race. Abdallah Man's got to pit. He is. Both Mercs are going to... Oh, he was so careful going into the pits. What are you thinking, chat? What are you thinking? Top 5? Here come the cars around the Parabolica. 19 seconds.
Ooh, this is going to be close.
Oh, here comes Abdallah Man out of the pits. Here comes Abdallah Man. He's out of the pits. There goes both of the Mercedes. And they have swapped. Abdallah Man said, oh, Abdallah Man has spun out the pits. Oh, no. Abdallah Man. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, that's such a shame for Abdallah Man.
Done though in P1.
Oh, man, that's so gutting for Abdallah Man there. He was doing so well. Right. Surely Mercedes has got this in the bag. Surely.
But it made Mercedes 1-2 and a Sauber 3 and 4.
But that Sauber has got a 3-second time penalty.
True.
So that penalty is legit. Oh! Did you see that, Tiger, under the brakes there for Stang?
Stang wants to get past and just push.
Surely the both of the Mercedes. This. Oh my God! When is the DRS going to activate?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where is the DRS?
Because right now, Dan, I think if you want to be Dan, oh my good golly, Stank went completely sideways there. How on earth did he save that?
And just Spider has made a mistake and lost his right end plate on his front wing.
Oh my God, under the brakes and literally, oh my God, fair play to Energy Dan. He absolutely avoided that brilliantly. Oh my God, now he's all kicking off. Scanny's on the inside of Stank now. Pabelli's on the inside of Dan. That's a position gain. Stank is Scanny's now. Oh my God. Dan, Pabelli, oh my God. Here comes Dan now. Big down the inside. And then forcing you off the track as well. This is all kicking off.
Those positions back for corner and those corners.
Oh, it's all kicking off. OWR versus S17. Indeed. You ever call that? Brilliant word there. Mike for Wasp, big shout out to you. Spider is now. So I think all these 8 legs have been is lost for the Spider. Dullaman up into 8th. Matty up into got a 3-second time penalty. Jay's Killer up into 12th. Literally just keeping it consistent out there. Scanning down on the inside of Key. Oh no! The contact and Keys has gone round. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's all kicking off. The gloves have come off. The DRS is not even activated yet. And who's that? That's Spider's car. No, Pabelli leads. The championship is now turned on its head. Because Pabelli's now leading and Dan is third. So Pabelli will be, I don't know, what's it called? Will be gaining on points on Dan in the championship because Dan is now 3rd place. He's now behind Scanny. I am losing my voice after this.
Yeah, he needs to get past Scanny and pressurize Pabelli. So, for what looks like a certain 1-2 for the Mercs, is now gone disaster show for the Mercs after Scanny and Keith make contact in Parabolica. And Scanny looks like he's not finished. And I'll tell you now, Tiger, I'll tell you now this year, anyone can win this race, because don't forget, Matty's 2.6, O'Donnellman's 2.3, so anyone can win this race, really. Keys is 1.5, Ellie's 1.8, Cassie's 2/10 behind this lot. Mind you, he's on 11. DRS! We got DRS! And let's see that we got the wings open. Is the wings open? Yes, the wings are open! The wings are open! Oh my God, here we go. Oh, Dad's on the grass. Oh my Lord. Oh, Dad's lost the race. Oh, look at this. Dad's going around the outside. Dad's running outside. He's actually got boom moves done. Holy shoot. Pabelli's now gone into 2nd. And Stag's gone off as well. And he's hit the barrier. Oh my word. What is this race? I am losing my will to live. Absolute seize.
And Dalaman's going to sixth. Oh my word, I can't believe what I'm watching. This is absolutely hysterical.
Belly and Energy Dan know we're fighting.
Now we've got the two championship contenders in this race now. Oh my word. I am losing all the will of commentating here. I'm loving every single second of this. And Nick already with the DRS now. Round the outside of Dan and gets the position made. Cassidy retires. Oh, and we got a safety car. We got a safety car in this race. We got a safety car. Oh my God, we got a safety car. What the hell's going on?
Oh man.
We got a safety car. Cassidy retired at the second Lesmo.
I think he must have spun out and crashed into the barrier and lost the wheel.
Oh my lord, we have got a belt, and also another thing as a caveat, a Dalaman's on 3 lap of mediums. Don't go in the pits. Oh my god, Jesus Lord. Tiger, this is our first commentary as a permanent duo. Oh, this race has been bloody amazing.
It's been non-stop, but now we can chill for a couple of laps, or 1 lap.
I think maximum 2.
No, because we've got the 24 out of 27, so I think we're going to see 2 laps after racing.
Guys in the chat, who is going to win this race? Who is going to win this race? Because Abdalaman is a 4 lap on mediums. He can attack to the end. The onus goes on all the tyres as Matty, but he's got a penalty. But also another thing as well, we've got Dan out there who's pressurising Probelli to get the championship down, and I mean down points. My other was saying his former teammate is Dan. Please, guys, keep your shout-outs in the chat. And also, please subscribe to SFR, because this race has been absolutely an absolute classic to watch. Joint Special Operations Group say Merc. Oh, so Dan, that's another one for Dan. Another one for Dan. So that's another one for Dan there. We've got 2 for Dan. Oh my word. Unbelievable. Tiger.
You can see his movement.
Oh, he always does that. Jiggy on the wheel. Well, what are you, Tiger? Who's going to be your victor?
It depends who gets the best launcher on the top.
So basically, you're not saying.
I don't know at this point. They could be anyone's race.
James Killer, 3 seconds. Oh, hey, we got Keith and Hourglass in the pits for the softs. We got soft tyres. Keith and Hourglass.
Oh.
Okay. We see you, Merc and RB. We see you.
Playing tricks now, are we?
James Keller now is up into 9th place because of those stops. We had 17 drivers. 6 of them are out. Lap 25 out of 27. This race has been an absolute bloody classic.
Going to be in at the end of this lap. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I'm calling it. So we got 25, 26. We got about 2 laps of racing. 26. We got 2 laps. 26 and 27. 2 laps to decide the race winner of this amazing, thrilling, dramatic, controversial Grand Prix. This thing has everything. Michael Ross says it's going to be an ERS battle to the end. Oh, definitely.
Oh, yep. Safety car in this lap.
Here we go. Safety car's coming in. Right. This is it. Who's your money on, Tiger? Who is your money on? Look at Dan's car. Literally. Aggressively warming up the tyres. This race has got full of incidents as well. I say this now. This race has got full of incidents. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. We're on the way. We're on the way. We're on the way. Here we go. Probelli, Dan, Scani, Halvor are underway. Oh my word. This is going to be an absolute killer show at turn 1. Please be gentle, guys, for God's sake. Got Matty running outside. Oh my lord. We got the Red Bull off. That is Matty going off. He's losing places. Oh, Dalaman now into 5th. Halvor is now... oh my word. Halvor is Halvor's into 4th. Probelli and Dan and Scani remain stationed.
But Keith's now charging on us after the last 2 laps.
Keith is the absolute charging at the moment. Oh my word, Matty's made an absolute mess of that chicane. So Keith, he's got to get past his cars like now. He's got to get past them now. Go get around there, get past Skelly. No, you're not. Dalaman is probably in his best position here of 5th. He's got to push now towards these guys in the front, because these guys are literally going to be pushing to the end. Keith, down the inside. No, not going to go past Ellie there.
The OS will be enabled for a final lap, though.
Oh, and that's Keith through into 6th. Keith is through. Right, this is it now. Last lap. Probelli, Dan, Scani. Probelli should hold on here, but this is it. Dan's going to got 1 shot of DRS here. Only 1.
So he cannot afford to make a mistake.
Dan's got to be wise here. He's got to be really, really wise.
If I was him, save DRS.
Save it.
Behind.
He's got to save it. Dan has got a massive opportunity to overtake in the second DRS zone. He's got a chance.
Probelli and Energy Dan on the same amount of DRS, so...
This is
exact same amount.
This is it. We're down to the fellow Roche. Oh, and Dan's overcut it. Oh, my word. You are so lucky, but he's lost time. He has lost time.
Does he get DRS?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he can. I think he's lost it.
He did.
Did he?
He got it. He got it.
Has he? No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
No DRS. No, he hasn't. Oh, no. So Probelli's won it. Surely. Surely. Oh, Halvor and Scani are fighting for the podium place, for the podium spots. Oh, my word.
Ooh.
Dan is going to use all of his DRS here to close down this fight. Oh, Dalaman is in this podium fight as well. We got Dan and Probelli fighting away for the lead. We're around the final corner. Here comes Probelli now towards Dalaman into 4th. And here we go. Probelli and Dan. And Probelli wins it only just. And Halvor will get 3rd. Oh, Dalaman, best race of the season to get 4th place for Dalaman. What a sensational drive for him again.
God.
What a Grand Prix. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. And we've got to choose our driver of the day as well.
That's going to be hard.
I don't know. I got it.
That's all I'm going to say. Don't know.
Don't know. Well, we'll discuss that another day. I don't know, at some point. But there you go. Probelli wins the Grand Prix ahead of Dan by 0.2 of a second. Oh my God.
But then you see the rain kicks in again after the...
that's the beginning. That's the beginning stages. Halvor, Dalaman, Scani, Keith, Ellie, Oreo Glass, Stank Killers. Top 10 for Killers. Big shout out to him. Well done to you. Matty, Cassidy, Spider, Middle Deer, Ronnie, Martin, Wiggles, all DNF'd at the end.
I've got no words.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I got no words. Unbelievable. What a Grand Prix. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Now we've got to get the top 3 into the party.
Halvor, Dan, and Probelli. Whew. Wow, 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 wow. I need to catch a breath. because that was unbelievable.
Well, at least Dan doesn't have to appeal his time penalty now.
No, he doesn't. That is true. That is true. That is very, very true. That is very, very true.
I think if he didn't serve in pit lane, he might have won the race.
Was it Halvor that they got second?
Halvor, and it was Energy Dan who got second.
Oh, thanks, Pibelli. You done me a favour. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Pibelli.
Hello.
Well, we're going to speak to you in a minute. We're just catching our breaths because that was a full-on classic.
Yeah.
That unbelievable. Tiger, any words for that race? Any words?
No comment.
Here's Halvor. Unbelievable. Jeez. Halvor's joined us. Did she just catch your breath, guys? We're literally just catching our breath in the comms booth. Jesus Lord. God. What car was Halvor? Oh yeah, he was Sauber. There we go. Found it. Wow. Was waiting for the damn Meister. And there he is. Right, let's start off with let's go from third up to first. Let's start off with the third place man, which is in the Sauber, which is Halvor.
So you're going to me last, yeah?
You're second, so you're in the middle.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No,
yeah, you are.
No.
Right, Halvor.
Before you say anything, no.
So Halvor, where can we start? That was absolute chaos during that entire race. How did it go? Can I just say, first question, how did that go? How was that from start to finish? Because that was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So, well done for getting third. Unbelievable. I was you even predicting to get on the podium because that was so close between you and the McLaren Ascani and Abdallah, man. That was really, really close. But was that P3 a bit sketchy towards the end?
Oh. Wow. Sorry, I'm not to you guys, so I'll mute myself.
Carry on. I bet. I bet. I mean, would you agree that's one of the most intense races of the season? So you got Abu Dhabi coming up. How you feel about Abu Dhabi coming up? That's the next race on the calendar. Well, what's next for you for Abu Dhabi? Brilliant. Well done, Halvor. We got Energy Dan now in second place in the Mercedes. No, second. It went to second. You are so salty tonight, I can tell. This is going to be one of those funny interviews. Right, Dan, you had an absolute incident-filled comeback. I don't know what to say. That was unbelievable.
I guarantee my turn 1 apex speed was faster than anyone tonight on turn 1.
I could tell.
Rammed so hard up the fucking rear. I was doing 195 through the chicanes.
I bet you were absolutely fuming at the start. I can imagine you fuming at the start.
It's not going to be funny looking back at my stream. Loads of people aren't going to make memes out of it. It's going to be dead in the water. It'll be boring as hell. No one will mention it ever again.
Oh, I could tell you're running with emotion. I can tell. But talk us through it, Dan. Your race for the Mercedes team. You and Keiths were doing extremely well until an incident with Keiths at the Parabolica with Scani. The mistake, both of you were literally 1 and 2. You were cruising. There was incidents for Cassidy and Mitra Deer. Going all perfectly until the very end, until Keiths had an incident.
Well, here's another one as well. When we were 1 and 2, I'd already served my 10-second penalty.
You did, and that was fantastic from you to serve that penalty.
This was my race tonight, and 3 times I got screwed over. 3 times.
Talk us through it. Anyway, talk us through your race. Talk us through it.
Obviously, turn 1. You know me. I always take it easy. Turn 1.
Yeah.
And I just literally keeping the gap to the car in front, picking my braking point. I was ready for it. I didn't even brake yet, and I got rammed up the rear. I think it was Ellie, Ronnie, and maybe Stanek, who were the ones that were like battling behind and just absolutely royally screwed me over. So I got to the point where I couldn't go back onto the circuit because obviously I got 60 other drivers coming through. So I decided I'll try and go slow across the track to stay out of trouble, and it gave me 10 seconds. I was like, right, there's nothing I can do about that unless there's no safety car.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the race, I wasn't that bothered because I thought it's all right. If no safety car or no virtual safety car comes out, I can get that 10 seconds off and I'll win easily. Anyway, when that safety car came out, leading up to that, I was like doing really well on the intermediates. I even set my ride height 2 clicks higher just to account for the rain. It was working out. It's always bad the first few laps, but then once your fuel burns off, the higher ride height really helps. I've done it before when I can't remember what race it was, but I raised the ride height and it paid off. So they're just battling. Obviously me and Keiths, I pitted, Keiths pitted one lap before me, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And then I'm just basically focusing on being tidy, not picking up penalties. And then Halvor at turn 1 went a bit deep and just I lost like 4 positions there. I was like back to 6th place or something. And then luckily a few people span off, and I'm just a bit pissed off because I'd never do well.
The race was in your hands. The race literally was 3 times, like you said. You had the victory in the grass, but it's just luck just wasn't in your way today. It was literally an unfortunate race for you.
It's not luck, mate. It's just other people not driving how they should be. There's no disrespect to you, Halvor. I know it was a mistake, mate, but it pissed me off because I'm never normally good round Monza, and it's a track where I've never won round, and I actually felt like I was going to do it tonight. And like I said, 3 times it was like I even said on my stream before it started, if I'm going to get screwed over, it'll be here, and I was. So I'm just pissed off because obviously Pabelli is I was only 5 behind him and now he's 8 in front, you know. He's put another 3 on me when I could have easily been, you know, equal on him. So it's just it's hard not to get emotional when stuff like that happens. But
I was going to ask about the championship. You have lost a few points. Is this a big blow to the championship for you? Returns to this game in general?
It's only 3 points, mate. It'll be fine.
All right. So going into Abu Dhabi, different type of racetrack. What way are you going into that one?
I like it. It's one of my favourites. It's like Singapore's twisted cousin. Yeah, so I don't mind it. It's good. It's nice. I like the new layout. Nice swooping fast corner.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I know you sound a bit downbeat tonight, Dan, but keep your spirits up, and literally you can get them back again in Abu Dhabi. But Keith, let's go to Pabelli. Unbelievable. Pabelli. I did not call you winning this race tonight, let's be honest with you, and you pulled it out of the bag. Unbelievable. How are you feeling? This must be a very... Was you predicting to race win today?
No, I'm very happy. But it was a hard race, and I was behind you, Dan, on the first straight, and I think it was Ellie who was pushing everybody around there, so I lost 3 places because of that. And yeah, I just drove hard on the inters, trying to catch up, and I think me and Halvor pitted just at the right time. So yeah, we gained a lot of time on the leaders, and when Scanny pushed everybody out in turn 1, I took past them all, and did everything I could to not let them pass again, and I succeeded, so yay.
It's points gained in the championship for you. Like Dan said, it's 3 points. It's a big 3 points in the championship. I mean, going into the next race of Abu Dhabi, you got to take those 3 points and try and extend, or do you think, Dan, it's going to be all guns blazing coming back at you in the next race?
Of course, I'm going to try to extend, but I'm having a bit of trouble with my quali, my 1 lap pace. I think I have very good race pace, but I'm a bit too slow on qualifying. So yeah, I don't know. It's an okay track, but yeah, we'll see. Of course, I will do everything to get all the points I can.
Oh, sorry guys, I just thought of something.
Yeah,
I think I got the fastest lap, so it's 2 points advantage.
Yeah, you did. I
you
got
did.
it, and then you took it from me.
Hey, Dan, that's a consolation point.
Thanks for the
Consolation. So
I
yeah,
had three purple sectors on the last lap, and then I saw you had the same.
well, from the beginning of the start, Pabelli, you were literally in that midfield fight. I bet that was really hard keeping it on the track out there, because that was a chaotic Grand Prix, to say the least. It's action-packed. There was people crashing, spinning. There was penalties going over the place. Was that midfield? The first part of the race for you was a little bit frustrating, wasn't it?
Yeah, and especially losing the 3 places was not good, but better than to destroy the car. So I just had to slow down, and as I said, it was I think it was Ellie. She was suddenly she was in front of me, so I couldn't go anywhere. I had to almost stop to let her go, so I could start race again. And Scanny was a bit, I don't know, he wasn't, I don't think he was very kind to people today.
Yeah, your teammate.
I'm not sure, I don't think he did it on purpose, but yeah.
So yeah, so
he could have driven a lot cleaner.
Yeah. That that really I wanted to shoot it on that one, but in terms of if you're going forward, are you going to try you probably go into qualifying simulations to see if you can try and improve the qualifying pace?
Yeah, I always do, but I don't have a lot of time. Unfortunately, I have a lot of kids.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, and work, and so I don't have too much time.
Oh, bless you. Well, Tiger, I'll tell you now, man, that was an unbelievable Grand Prix. If you lot watch it back, you're probably going to see me and Tiger be screaming our heads off at this race. Mostly me, because I literally lost my voice during that entire Grand Prix, especially towards the end. My good Lord. What a Grand Prix. I don't know if anything else will top that, but that's unbelievable. this championship fight is going to go straight down to the wire. I can see it happening. Guys, please like and subscribe to SFR because I don't know. We still have to make our driver of the day. We haven't even decided that yet. I don't know I don't know who we're going to choose on driver of the day. Abdallah Man came from the back and got 4th. Dan with his pit stop with a 10-second, that was genius. Got 2nd. And also with 3 incidents.
To be honest, I think if it wasn't for that penalty, he would have won.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I feel so as well, to be honest with you. Not being big-headed, but I felt that was locked down, that.
No, you would have won if it wasn't for that turn 1 incident.
Well, anywho, please join us tomorrow as Division 2 will be live with Jamie and he'll be commentating for Division 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching tonight's stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. From all of us here in Division 3, ta-da for now.